Hello, my name is Kari. This is Tiger Lily Designs. Welcome to the Tiger Lily Beanie-A-Long. Or maybe if you're not here for the Beanie-A-Long and you're just learning how to long tail cast on, no worries. That's what this video is about. So if you don't know, my name is Kari. I'm Tiger Lily Designs. I have a channel here on YouTube that is a lot of cross stitch, quilting, knitting, all the fun in the world of fabric, fiber, yarn, textiles, all of it. I have a Beanie-A-Long going on right now. And so with this Beanie-A-Long, I'm going to have a video series here on YouTube where it's going to teach you all the different techniques that you need to know as a I know nothing newbie knitter to get yourself from I know nothing to at the end of the Beanie-A-Long, you will have a completed beanie. So first, you've got your cake of yarn. For the Beanie-A-Long, I've recommended a DK weight superwash merino. It doesn't have to be hand dyed. That just happens to be my favorite jam. I just love supporting hand dyers, and I love the yummy squishiness of the superwash 100% merino. So today's video is about long tail cast on. So let me switch gears and get you started. So the materials you're going to need to get started is your cake of yarn. Again, a DK weight. The next one is going to be your set of circular needles. This is a US size 6. This is what my preferred size is that matches up with the DK weight. And then a pair of needle stoppers, just in case I need to stop mid-project. I don't want to lose a stitch. So what you're going to do first is my preferred method is the long tail cast on, and that's the one I'm going to be showing you today. So first we need to figure out how much of a tail we need to go first. So you're going to take the end of your yarn, a little bit, and you're going to wrap it 25 times around. I like to do a 25 stitch gauge swatch. So what that means is we're going to need to cast on 25 stitches, and to do the long tail, you need to get a tail first. So in order to do that, you wrap it around. This is nothing scientific, and you just go around 25 times. So right there, that was 25 rotations around the needle. So it measures to be about 21 inches. But again, it's just an easy, simple way to go around the needle based on how many stitches you need to cast on. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to create a slip knot. Now the great thing about this fabulously rainbow, I know it's in this purple. So you're going to create your slip knot right there. And you're going to tighten it around your needle. Stick your needle in the slip knot. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to hold it with your right hand. Now I'm a right-handed knitter, so if you're left-handed, we might have to refer you to a left-handed, or you're going to have to knit right-handed. So you're going to want the tail that we just counted out. The end one is right here. That is the one in the front. And the yarn connected to the cake is in the back. So that is how you want the slip knot put on your needle. Cake yarn in the back, tail yarn in the front. Then you're going to take your thumb and your pointer finger and your index finger. We're going to make a little triangle. We're going to open it up. Okay, did you see what I did there? So I'm going to go in with my two fingers, kind of split the difference and open it up. So you can see I still have this is the one connected. I'm going to call this my cake top, my cake yarn, and my tail yarn. Cake yarn, tail yarn. That's how I've got the triangle. Now I'm going to turn it sideways. Okay? Now you see more of a triangle. So what you're going to do to cast on, you're going to go into the tail and over to the cake. And pull. Then you're going to make your triangle again. In, over, pull. Now I keep letting go so that I can show you, but when I do this on my own, I don't let go and start over again. I can just keep my tail connected in my hands, in, over, pull. So what you can see right there, I do want to point this out. This is something that is a common, You see right here, this loop? It's great with these different color yarns. You want to pull this stitch back so that the top stitch is consistent. Do you see? If I just pulled it like that and I kept it, see that pink right there? That's not what I want. I want to pull that back. And that's creating the stitch along the top. When you're doing it with me, it should make more sense, and you can pop it back. You pull on the cake yarn to pop it back. You want to tighten it up. You do not want your stitches on your needle to be too tight because we're then going to be stitching into them. So see that kick right there? When I pull my cake yarn back, it goes back away, and now I have a nice, clean, pretty stitch. Hopefully you can just watch and do. Put me on slow-mo, but this is the long tail cast on. So you're going to cast on, pop the cake yarn. I should be counting. We'll go back and count in a little bit. I know I needed 25 stitches. See that kick? Pull it back, and now we have a nice pretty stitch. If you didn't pull it back, you could still just continue to stitch, but then your cast on wouldn't look as pretty as it would if you were consistent and you take the time to make sure that all of your cast on stitches set properly with the little cake pullback. You can kind of see I am exaggerating it a little bit so that it's easy to see. I know that's just something when I first knit, whoever I was watching and learning my long tail, they didn't tell me about that, so I didn't pay attention. And then I was like, why are my stitches not so pretty? And that is why, because I was just doing the cast on and not doing that extra step to rock back. All right, I should count. Let's see. Let's count. Look at the pretty, pretty yarn. All right, I've got 24 stitches, and let's get my 25th. All right, so you see I do have an extra tail, but that's okay. It's perfect. So now I've got my long tail cast on ready to go. So that is going to be step one of your gauge swatch. And here is when you can go and you can look. Now your gauge swatches, your stitches don't have to be pretty. This is just a gauge swatch is what we're stitching. It's good practice. So you can see the color is helping you see the stitch and the side stitches. So this is 25 long tail cast-ons. So now you're going to move on to step two.